Local and live. Covering Franklin and Washington counties, it's Let's Talk TriState.
Welcome to Let's Talk TriState. Joining us today, one of our dear friends from up north in Chambersburg at the Capitol Theater. She's Executive Director Kelly Kozlowski. Kelly, how are you?
I'm good. Are you sick of me yet?
No, I'll never get sick of you.
Give it time. It's a long season.
Well, speaking of season, I cannot believe we're now in November.
I know.
Coming up this weekend, big things at the Capitol Theater. The holiday season in general is magical. You throw in downtown Chambersburg, you throw in the Capitol Theater, just everything about it hits you in the nostalgia.
Yes.
And so I think with this is a nice early Christmas present.
Yes.
If it's me.
100%.
Right? Coming up this weekend, as you can see over our shoulders here, the Oakridge Boys Tribute Concert. Tell us about this.
Yes. So normally we leave the country to our wonderful friends here at WAYZ, but we are stepping into the good old school Americana country route this weekend with American Made. They are a fabulous and extremely well-toured tribute to the Oakridge Boys. So if you like classic, old school Americana, feel good, old school country, this is the show for you. This Sunday, starting at 3 o'clock, it is truly going to be a feel good, down home, just sit back and listen to the classics kind of afternoon. We are so excited.
Show too,
yes, exactly.
Which is great.
Exactly. It's one of those things that when we're looking at our schedule for the Capitol, we're always trying to kind of match what the show is with what the audience is, with the time frame. And, I just felt like a show that is this family friendly, that is this kind of old school nostalgia, homegrown, kind of talent, is perfect for a good Sunday afternoon. And from what I hear, there's calling for a little rain this Sunday afternoon, so it's perfect. Come over, hear a phenomenal band play some of the most iconic American classics that you can think of.
And I think too is that when we think of tribute bands, we think, oh, well, I'd really like to see the original. Let me tell something for those who are watching this and hearing this. And this is not good news, mind you.
Of course, sure.
But you have Don, who just passed away not long ago, and then Richard Sturban, the longtime bass singer for the Oakridge Boys, is dealing with stage 4 cancers. I can't remember what type it is. So the original Oakridge Boys, as we knew them years ago, I mean, they're just not together anymore, really.
They just don't exist anymore.
So sadly, we all get older.
Of course.
And those we love start, retiring and things like that. So really, this is about as close as you're going to get.
It is. And I think the thing that people kind of gravitate towards to tribute bands is that a lot of times we see these acts that are imitations of artists, and they think they are so and so, or they dress up like these iconic musicians. What we try and do at the Capitol is the difference between that and a tribute band is a group that truly tries to pay homage to the music of these iconic bands. They know they can't be them, they know they can't replace them, but it comes in the name. It is truly paying tribute, truly paying homage to the amazing work that these icons of American music do. And American Made is no different. The Oakridge Boys music is such a part of the fabric of America. Even if you don't necessarily know it's Oakridge Boys, Elvira and American Made, and
first time most of us ever heard the name Elvira was that song.
Exactly. That's the Oakridge Boys. And so you hear this music and it's so woven into your, you grew up, like I remember my grandfather listening to this kind of music. I remember listening to it in my dad's car.
Oh yeah.
And, now having the opportunity to share with our community the music that is so ingrained in our hearts in a way that pays such respect to the artists and pays such love to what they bring to the table and what they bring to to our country, getting to give that opportunity to our community is so special to us at the Capitol Theater. And that's why we love having these opportunities to have these tribute artists come in and share these bits of nostalgia and memories with our audiences. There really is nothing better than that.
I remember and I love a good tribute band. And these guys, I encourage you, go on YouTube, look up they're so unbelievably good. And to your point, they're not trying to be the Oakridge Boys, but if you close your eyes, gotta say, you're probably going to think you're hearing the Oakridge Boys. I did. I would, if you just, play it for me and hit play on a YouTube video from these guys, I would think, oh yeah, that's the Oakridge Boys.
Absolutely.
High energy, really engaging with the crowd.
Very much so.
And I remember my father-in-law, who absolutely loves like the classic vinyl rock and roll. He went to a show not long ago, and he saw it was a band that was paying tribute to the Who, and or maybe it was Pink Floyd. It's one of the two.
Sure.
And they've been touring. This band has been touring longer than the band that they are.
Oh, absolutely.
Paying homage to.
Absolutely.
And he told me that there was a guy, and he never seen this band in person, but the guy who was sitting next to him had seen the original, and he said they're better than the original.
Yeah.
And they toured longer than the original. I think it was Pink Floyd. As a matter of fact. And that just goes to show you
Absolutely.
that, these folks pour everything they have into giving the viewers, the audience, the best show possible. And you go out and curate from all these bands, all these, because there are, you're constantly sent lists of, here we have coming through, and it's all great. You want to get those emails.
Absolutely. And I think, one of the things that I try really, to be really respectful of is, art is art. And I want to support art in any way, shape, or form that I can. But when we're looking at acts like this and what we know our community enjoys and what they like to see, having those opportunities to find these kind of hidden gems, like you said, where you do close your eyes and you can hear that nostalgia and hear it and just be able to sit in the dark. There's this great quote that says that, the theater is the place that we sit in the dark and close our eyes and our dreams come true.
Heck yeah.
And growing up, you may not have had the opportunity to see the real thing or, but having this opportunity to just kind of sit in the dark and close your eyes and get transported back to a time when, maybe it was easier or quieter or less stressful or, with everything that's going on.
The world wasn't as heavy then.
Exactly. And having these opportunities to have artists like this that do such a wonderful job of giving those opportunities to people and, coming into an organization. And one of the things that I really appreciate with acts like this and their management and with the Capitol Theater being a nonprofit organization, they've worked so well with us and their management has been so kind to us and so supportive of understanding that, we are trying to create a world and an opportunity for people of all, ages and walks of lives and whatever to be able to come and enjoy their art and still, be economically feasible and still be supportive of an organization like ours where we do try and keep things affordable but still keeping something, keeping our, 98-year-old crazy old lady up and running and having the opportunity to showcase that and to have support from phenomenal artists that then turn around and pay such respect to classics it is so worth your time and so worth your energy to come out on a Sunday afternoon and take that escape from reality.
Yeah. You're not even taking a chance. It is such a great event. The venue is beautiful. It's a date afternoon. It's not even a date night, really.
Exactly.
This is my speed. I remember my wife and I were at a concert not long ago, and they said that the artist we were talking to, they had a show that they had just done the week before, and they told them that they had to be done by 7 p.m.
Wow.
And this is a big venue that everyone would know if I were to say the name, and it's around this area. And just for whatever reason, they had to on this day. And they said, we couldn't tell you how many people came up to us, and this is the management, and said, you should do that more often. Because getting out of here at like 7 o'clock was Wonderful. So here you go. 3 this afternoon on Sunday. My goodness, or 3 on Sunday afternoon. Seeing American-made Oakridge Boys Tribute Band, Capitol Theater in Chambersburg. Kelly, it's going to be an amazing show. I hope I can make it. I haven't got my tickets yet because I do have, we're selling our house. We're buying a house. So there's a lot of packing that needs to take place.
Very true, but you deserve a couple hours break. I know how stressful it is.
I'm going to tell Mary that, and she likes you, so I'm going to tell Mary that. Look, Kelly said that I deserve some time to go do this.
Yes, I was just saying how much I love your wonderful wife. So have her come see me.
And if I do that, then it may be my wonderful wife for now.
For now, yes.
Yeah, right. So now take us through, if you can do it from memory. I'm going to put you on the spot here. We have the holiday season. We're essentially in it as far as I'm concerned. Once Halloween's over.
Exactly, November 1st.
I don't mean to skip Thanksgiving, and I'm not. I love Thanksgiving. But let's face it, it's the holiday season.
Exactly.
So where are we at Capitol Theater-wise?
So this kind of kicks off our holiday season. Then on the first Saturday in December, we officially kick off our holiday season with our Polar Express pajama party. That's one of our favorite events of the year. You come in your pajamas, take a trip through the hot chocolate bar, and then curl up with your kiddos and watch one of the most beautiful Christmas movies ever on our big screen. And then then the following weekend, we have a partnership between Chambersburg Community Theater and the Capitol Theater on the musical version of Miracle on 34th Street.
Love it.
Rehearsal started last week. I got a preview of the cast. You are not going to want to miss this one. It is going to be so exciting. And we're excited to partner with the United Way as well on their winter warmth drive. So if you come out to see the show, bring a hat or mittens or coats or whatever than that. And also on the Saturday, December the 13th, in between the two shows, we will have a holiday party sponsored by Madison Settlements, American Pacific Mortgage, and Your Hometown Real Estate with Teresa Rodriguez. So those 3 organizations have come together and are sponsoring a family-friendly holiday party in between the 2 shows. And then the 3rd weekend in December, we have Chambersburg Ballet's beautiful Nutcracker, which is, our icon for the holiday season, perennial favorite. And then we finish out the holiday season the day before Christmas Eve with our 2 screenings of White Christmas on our big screen with our holiday party in between. The first show is the sing-along version, so if you like to sing along, you can come to that version. If you just want to sit in the dark and the quiet and watch my personal favorite Christmas movie, then that screening's at 6:30. So we have plenty to do at the Capitol this holiday season. All great for all ages. So, come out. There'll be lots of holiday cheer, lots of decorations, ready to go.
Nostalgia.
Exactly. I
love that. I love this season. I think most everyone does. It doesn't get better than spending some of that season at the Capitol Theater. Like you said, nonprofit, worthy organization, worthy cause, 98 years old and still just kicking and screaming and doing great things at the Capitol Theater.
There is definitely some screaming sometime and a lot of kicking on my part. But you know what? At the end of the day, I started on that stage when I was little, and to now be able to see it grow and to see my daughter be on that stage and to see our kiddos to see our little ballerinas up on that stage, and there's a great children's cast with Miracle on 34th Street this year. To see kind of that next generation fall in love with it and have the memories that I had, and now my daughter is getting to have, there is truly nothing like it. And to have the opportunity to have a performing arts center in our county that has been going strong for almost a century. I consider myself a steward of the organization, and I just want to see it continue so that my grandkids can see it and my great grandkids.
Absolutely.
And because it was such a part of my life, and I'm making it such a part of my daughter's life, and our community is lucky to have the opportunity for that, and we are lucky to be able to open our doors to our amazing community and give them what they deserve in a space to spend time with their families and to feel good and escape the rat race that's going on outside our doors.
Well, why not make it a day to remember this coming Sunday, November the 3rd, November the 9th. My goodness, 9th. I'm so mixed up here. November the 9th, 3 p.m.
Yep.
You can check out American-made Oakridge Boys Tribute. Kelly, think about this. Next time we have you here, Thanksgiving, I think, is in our rear view.
It
At
is.
that point.
It
and we
is.
are full board of the holidays then.
I know.
Wow, I can't believe it. Okay.
Craziness.
We won't talk about that yet. Go see the show this weekend. Kelly, as always, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And we
Hope to see
appreciate
y'all on Sunday.
you joining us today on Let's Talk TriState.
Let's talk TriState.
If you'd like to be featured on an upcoming episode of Let's Talk TriState, call 717-597-9200 or email letstalk@921thegoat.com.